Know Nothing Cook, coming from the Know Nothing Kitchen. And today, I kind of got caught here, time consuming. So what I'm going to do is maple dipped chicken. Instead of honey dip, maple syrup chicken. It's going to be delicious, I think. We got lots of honey, we got lots of maple. And what I did is I purchased 2 chicken breasts, whole boneless, skinless chicken breast for this. I was gonna buy the chicken tenders, but the chicken breast is basically like, I don't know, now $1 a pound cheaper or something. And I filleted them myself with my little filleting knife here. That's what I call this, my filleting knife. And it's not real hard. Here's what they look like. You get the whole breast, you fillet them out, and some of them are butter flied. So instead of real thick, I'm gonna have them thinner because they'll cook quicker. And that's what we're at right now because it's getting late. And what I'm gonna do is I have egg wash, and that's just 3 eggs scrambled, whatever you call it. I'm gonna do some in breadcrumbs, Italian style, and I'm gonna do a few in my potato flakes. I've talked about these before. I've made them. I made a video on them which I haven't released yet. Why? I'm getting lazy. And summertime's coming. I'm going to be a ghost in the summertime. Just to see which ones taste better. I'm going to probably get yelled at for this, but that's okay. I'm used to it. I was in the store the other day and I checked out potato flakes, and the ingredients in them is about this long. This is just plain straight potatoes. So I don't know if there's a difference in taste or not. And these here, but I noticed these here are kind of hard. I don't know how they're going to cook up, but we'll let you know. We'll do some with that. I got a lot of stuff laying around here because originally what I was going to do was I was going to do some Uncle Ben's brown rice. And I know you cook that in water or whatever. I was going to do it sort of like I do my risotto to see how that comes out, if that worked with regular rice or not. I do not know. And we're not going to do that now because we have some leftover scalloped potatoes. Remember those 2 50-pound bags I was telling you about I bought in November? Well, guess what? We finally, I think I said this before, but I didn't realize they're gone. History. And we have some leftovers from the other day. We're just gonna eat them. I hope they go good with this meal. And a vegetable, I have to go into my freezer to see what's growing in there. And let me do this. Oh, also on this is I did 3 cloves of garlic. I don't usually squish garlic. I like to slice it in half, take the middle stem out if it's growing in there. Usually after I pull it, it takes about 4 or 5 months and it'll start going. I always take the stem out because that kind of is bitter. I don't usually squish my garlic, but being that I didn't flake it over here, I kind of squished it and rubbed it on and put it in there and let it sit there for about a half hour before I dip and put it in the pan. We're going to put it in the oven probably at, I don't know, I'm going to guess, I'll let you know, probably 375, 400, depends what my fingers do when they're going there, which numbers they press, and hopefully less than a half hour. And till then, the next part, we'll let you know how we're coming along. Okay, I think we're done. Let's rehash before we show you this. I bought whole chicken breast because they were cheaper, and cheap is me, it's my middle name. It could be free sometimes. But anyways, I filleted them out and butter flied because it was a lot easier. You can cut them in half, you can fillet some, you can take some, cut it, butter fly it. I didn't show you the egg wash and the dipping because I figure everybody would know that, but all you do is take the chicken, dump it in the egg, swirl it in the egg wash, laid it on the, since I garlicked it on just the top and I had a lot of garlic there, I laid it on the breadcrumbs, and then I sprinkled breadcrumbs over them. And then at the second dish here I'm going to show you, I did with the potato crumbs that I made. There was still breadcrumbs left over, and the potato crumbs don't have any seasonings in them. So I used the rest of the breadcrumbs, and then I put the potato crumbs on top of them. And this is what they're going to look like. I poured in maple syrup and gave them a good bath. I'm going to put them in the oven here as soon as it's 380 now, so I must have pressed 400. And hopefully 20 minutes or so, I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil for, I'm going to say 15 minutes. I'll come and look at it because they're kind of thin now. They're not going to take long. And then I'll take the aluminum foil off and then let it crusty up on top a little bit like that. And we'll show you when it's done. This meal here, we used to do this on the grill with chicken thighs and honey way about 40 years ago. Me and my cousin Francis, I told you about him. He was the one when I did the bongo. There's the oven, the bongo video, and he was part of the bongo. Him and my uncle. And we used to barbecue every single night when we were young. But anyways, that's for another story. Where was I? Let me end here and we'll get back to you. I forgot to say this earlier. Now while it's cooking, I figure I'll say it now. I got a couple of seconds here. This would have been a good idea. No Hippie BBQ. Lyle, No Hippie BBQ. He has this. He's demonstrating this T-Fal ActiFry, I believe it's called. And this might be a real good way to do this recipe also. If you don't want to use the oven or your deep frying or whatever, something like this might be a real good idea in there. I'm not really sure. I hope he's watching this and he can give me his own opinion, his opinion of it, because I know he's been using it and I've been trying to get ideas from him because I'm on that cusp. Should I buy it or shouldn't I buy it? I want to buy it. It's the idea I don't really have a lot of room here. I'd probably have to buy another house to start storing some of my toys. But that's just the a little thought going through the head while it's cooking. Okay, that's at the 20-minute mark. I kind of got drifted. I just took the top off. I'm going to put them back in the oven for about 5 minutes to brown on the top. There's the plating. Leftover scalloped potatoes, the chicken, the potato flakes, and without the potato flakes, and some frozen green beans steamed. And time to mange. I tell you what, maple syrup is a very good dipping for, what do they call it? Honey dip chicken. Maple syrup chicken is very good. That was really delicious. There wasn't a lot to it. Excuse me. Very, very simple. After the flank, squish the garlic on it, rub the garlic on it, and that was the only seasoning. Egg, breadcrumbs for there. I really couldn't tell the difference between the breadcrumbs and the potato flakes, but maybe I ate it too fast. I don't know. The 2 breasts of chicken for 2 people. We didn't quite finish it, but oh boy, came close. Now. Madison, see, I hope you're watching Jeopardy tonight because there's one that's got me thinking about you here. Some category about sandwiches, and I think you would get every one of them. Anyways, thank you for viewing, appreciate it, and hopefully we see you in the next video. Oh, my bongo's happy.